Danny, just how hard is it to square off the performances with the lack of reward we've got for the last 2 performances?
Yeah, elite sport. I think 2 performances that I think we can be proud of. 2 performances where we've done a lot right. Come to MK Dons, to their ground. I thought looked a real threat on transition. Got total control of the game second half. Came here, team unbeaten in 20, now 21. Unbeaten at home all season. Just created chance after chance after chance, and played in exactly the way that we wanted to play. We know that they play man to man in midfield. We want to try to create the overload, bringing our fullbacks in, playing with Jaden Williams a little bit looser to draw them out. I thought he was brilliant, Jaden. Brilliant, so pleased for him. He's had to be really patient, particularly when Ellis Andler hasn't been out, because Jaden's a 9 that you've got to play into, you can't play up to, and when you don't have left foot balance, it's harder to get the control that we would like, so we've had to use him off the side. But today I just thought the way that he played was so intelligent, and we thought it was a good match-up against their centre-halves. We thought their centre-halves would prefer the power and the pace to play against, so to pick Jaden was the right call, I thought. And yeah, we played some really good football first half, but we couldn't find the final action. And whether it was decision making or technical execution, we couldn't get value for our good play.
Yeah, and that started from the first minute, didn't it? We were on the front foot, putting them under pressure. And like I say, it's a cliche, but in the boxes.
Yeah, of course. It's a cliche that stands the test of time in football for a reason, right? Because it's true, and I have to give credit to Bromley, because I think they have, you don't get to this stage in the season and be top of the league and be on a 21 game unbeaten run without being a really, really good team. And Andy Woodman's done a brilliant job here for a very, very long time, and he's got a group that are so determined, so resilient, fight for everything, and go right to the end, and have the ability as a team to find a way. And sometimes that means, like they had to today, they had to suffer at times when we were in flow, but they did that really well and stayed in the game and ultimately found a way. So a lot to admire. I think a lot for us to learn from, because at the moment we're a nearly team and we're a nice team, and neither of those are compliments, by the way, and we have to find a way of turning our good play into a reward.
Yeah, and you talk about Jaden did really well up there, didn't he? And he took a couple of knocks. Those defenders knew he was a threat and did that. And the other person I want to mention, Ellis Andler, coming back into the team.
Great to have him back. We've missed him so much. I don't think I've ever missed a player as much as I've missed Ellis this season. We just haven't had him available. I think when he has played, I think maybe 12 games, I think we've won 8. He gives us balance to our team, and he makes the players around him better. And that's what good players do ultimately. And I have to credit his will and his determination and his mentality, because no way should he play 90 minutes today, but he does, just on pure personality. And I think for us, for our young players, there's so much to learn from Ellis and his determination.
And finally, Danny, disappointing, another good performance, but the fans coming in, helped the team through it, and none of us got the rewards we wanted.
No, I feel so sorry for our supporters. I think they come in their numbers today. We heard them all game, driving the team on. Even at the end, we lose in the most frustrating way. Having created so many chances, but they stay with us, and we're appreciative of that. And all I would say to them, that this is Bromley's moment, and rightly so. They've had a brilliant season. I think there's some clues that we can take from Bromley, because I think success always leaves clues. Because we want this to be us next year, and now we still have games to go. We are going to go right to the end. I can promise you that. We will go right to the end. But we know now, for us, where we are, it's going to be tough to achieve what we wanted to. We always understood how tough it was going to be, and we knew we had to stay on the right side of luck, and probably we haven't in terms of the injuries. But we want this to be us next year, and we, I think there's some learning that we can take from Bromley for sure, and. I look at us as a group, as a team, as a football club, and it's really clear to me what we need to add and what we need to do to be in this position next year ourselves. And I'm so convinced that if we're on the right path, and even though the last 2 games are mega frustrating, if we keep moving in the right direction, we will certainly have bright days.